black Chevy, it's a pickup truck. Bad bitch beside me, she got a big ol' butt. Fly by my waist, nicely took. Pink runs, that's where we rollin' up. Gold chain round my neck, it's a 10-point buck. So when niggas see us, they know where we from. Used to wake up to a 9-to-5. Now my money long, bitch, I'm monetized.
What up? Welcome back to SpiiceTV, and indeed, it's a welcome back for sure, man. I have been ghost. Last time y'all seen me was probably the summertime. I know I just uploaded a video last night, and that was from the summertime, so I really apologize for that. No cap. But what's been up, man? I just decided to make this video to update y'all on my life and a little bit of things that I've been going through, while I've been going ghost, what's been going on with me. So to start off with, the last video that I uploaded, go check that out. I'm gonna drop a little snippet right here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna actually tell you what happened. So what happened was, me and DJ and Kalisha was at the daggone lake down there. I think we were in High Point. I was trying to be fancy and flex for the gram, and I dropped my GoPro in the lake. But I managed to fish it out. So check that little clip out right here. We ain't got no picture, bro.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boy DJ, man. That's my boy. He's one of my best friends. You'll see him a lot more on the channel now that I'm revamping and coming back. So before that, well, actually after that video is when I kind of slowed down on making outdoor videos for SpiiceTV. And it wasn't that I wasn't feeling it. First of all, I'm a perfectionist, and that's a flaw, it's a gift and a curse, and that's something I have to learn, that you can't be a perfectionist when you're trying to make these videos. And I'm a perfectionist, so yeah, it was taking too long for upload. Like I would record like videos back to back. I would have like 4 videos uploading, and YouTube speed was just going so slow, man. So I kind of got burnt out with it. So, you know, and then we're going through the pandemic and all that craziness that's been going on in the world, man. But we're still here, and we're still making it. A lot of people said that the pandemic was hard for them, and I could beg to differ. When it came to me, 2020 was actually one of the best years of my life. Starting out, it wasn't a good year starting out last year, 2020, but after I slowed down on the YouTube and I kind of got ghost, I actually started my own business called Burner's Block. So anybody who's been following me on Instagram and Twitter and been knowing me for a long time know I'm very 420 friendly. I smoke only rolling papers, glass here and there, but rolling papers mostly. So I was chilling during this pandemic, and I was just watching all my friends get it, man. People coming up with businesses like, you know, nuisance control, which I'm trying to get into now. My cousin, he got a real bomb car business. DJ, he's like a baker. He got a real great baking business. Everybody was just getting to the money. My niece, she paints, she sell paintings. Everybody was just getting to the money with skills, man. And I felt like I didn't have enough skills to get to the money. I mean, I fish, but I mean, anybody could go out there and fish, you know what I mean? Catch your own fish. I mean, I hunt, but you know, how many of us hunt, you know? And I just felt like I didn't have, you know, anything going for myself at the time. I felt I was very down, felt useless. I was making videos, but, you know, besides you loyal people who are watching them, which I appreciate you, and gang, you all I need, Spice Gang. But, you know, other than y'all, like, I felt like I didn't have no direction. And then with YouTube going slow, I kind of got burnt out with making the channel. But I was smoking one day, puffing on a J, and I just happened to look at the stove, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna come out with my own smoke products. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I know that I'm very 420 friendly. I've dibbled and dabbled in growing CBD, hemp, cannabis, all that. And I know that's something that I've loved. I love it as much as I love the outdoors. So I was like, man, I need to come up with something. So I ended up looking at the stove, and I looked at the burners block, and that's the name of my business. So the stove burner, the block, you know, the little burner thing on the stove. So I looked at it, I was like, man, burners block. So after that, I did all my research I could on opening a business. I ended up getting the LLC fairly quickly. Got a logo made, and now Burners Block is moving and booming. I have a lot of consistent customer base, which I appreciate that. Shout out to you guys. Stay stoned. You can always follow my business page as well on Instagram at THA Burners Block. Gotta love it. And yeah, man, so Burners Block really been taking a lot of my time, man. And other than that, and it was like right after I started Burners Block, I started getting a lot of attention that I wasn't used to, especially on social media or whatnot. Just a lot of like attention from, you know, different people from all over the country or whatnot, which wasn't a bad thing. I started making some connections, started networking with a lot of people. And, you know, I went out to Vegas to visit. Now, I'm always in Vegas. I've been to Vegas a couple of times, but I ended up going out there to visit in June. Met some cool people out there, tried to network my papers, and after that, I decided to pack up. I think I moved to Vegas in August. I'm going to make a video about that road trip, because, boy, when I tell y'all, the shenanigans on the road to Vegas. Now, I drove to Vegas and back. So when I got out there to Vegas, I ended up getting my cannabis license to sell, which would move fairly quickly. I ended up getting a job at both a grow house and a dispensary. So I was a bud tender for a little bit. And I'll make another video on that experience for those who's interested. So the thing about it is, Vegas is a really big city, and I'm a really country mother, shut your mouth. So I wasn't really feeling it. Like, you know, you coming from a city where, well, my hometown's, you know, probably like roughly 100,000 people, maybe a little bit more. And then where I live now is probably about 200,000, maybe 300,000 people, maybe a little bit more. You come from, oh, I just dropped my phone trying to be slick. You come from a medium-sized city like that to a city where it's like 4 million people, I don't think you're going to like it either. So it was really an adjustment for me. But I met some real cool people. Shout out to my boy Devontae. Shout out to Fabe. Shout out to Trey. I actually had a little crew down there. And I think because I'm from the South, and what I didn't like, one of the main things I didn't like about living in Vegas is it was no green around, y'all. Y'all know I love trees, man. Like, I got this junk tatted all on me. I love trees. So going somewhere where the only trees you have is palm trees, which aren't native, so they paint them. They plant them in the ground. So it was just too much. And then I'm afraid of heights, so the mountains I couldn't get jiggy with it. So on a whim, I decided to drive back to North Carolina. Probably about like 2 months living in Vegas, and here we are. So ever since I've been back, I've really been, you know, trying to get my life together, man. I'm very transparent. When I first got back to Vegas, I was homeless. I was homeless for about a month. I lived in my car for about a month, which was a struggle, but it also humbled me a whole lot. It taught me who was really there for me, and who isn't. It taught me, you know, how to do certain things on my own. It gave me a lot of space to think and reflect on life and find the beauty in my home state. You know, I don't know, for those of you who are from North Carolina, you know, a lot of us can throw shade when actually this is really a great state. And I done traveled across the country through multiple states, and I can honestly say North Carolina is like that. We might not got everything that everybody got. We might not, you know, we got some politicians here who don't agree with the 420 movement. That's fine. We might knock out like nightlife and stuff like everybody else have, but I mean, essentially North Carolina is like that. It just is. It's like that. And I love it here. I love home. I'm happy to be back home. Do I miss the cold? No, I did not. But let me tell you, when I was living in Vegas, everything was like 120 daggone degrees outside in the fall. So I couldn't do it. So like I said, I just packed up everything and decided to come back. Came back to nothing, with nothing. And I grinded and I'm back. I actually ended up landing back into my old complex. So I'm very blessed for that and very blessed to have gotten my life back together and back on track. So, you know, that's a little bit of update. So ever since I've been back from Vegas, honestly, I've been trying to push Burner's Block. I pushed like the outdoor stuff out the way, which I'm getting back to it on track. And, you know, but man, other than that, like I've been trapping. And trapping. And a little bit of hunting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Meat in the freezer. So I've been really out there still trying to get it, man. But I'm back now. I'm happy to be back in my home state. I'm happy to be back on YouTube with the good old Spice gang since, I can't say Potty Train because I don't even know who half my subscribers are. Y'all gotta interact a little bit more, but gang regardless. So I'm back. I just wanted to give y'all a little update about my life and what I was dealing with, what I was going through. It's kind of short. I know I don't go too much into detail, but I'm very a transparent person. So, you know, like I said, I started my company, Burner's Block Rolling Papers, where we service 100% African hemp. My rolling papers are 100% African hemp, sealed off with 100% Arabic gum. So great rolling papers. I even got, you know, it tatted on my hand now, Burner's Block, gang fame. But yeah, well, that's about it. So like I said, y'all stay stoned. As always, be sure to follow my page, Spice. That's SPIICE_X. Wait, I forgot. I started doing music too. So I'm going to put my daggone SoundCloud in the description for y'all to check it out. I just been multi-talented, man. I started writing a show. I started doing music. Just trying to get my creativity out there, man. And, you know, been with the outdoors. Shout out to my boy Jeremy for laying those 2 doors down with me in the 252. Appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna put my SoundCloud link in the description. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at SpiceIICE. That's SpiceIICE_X. And also follow the Burner's Block. I also put our website down there if you want to donate or purchase some papers. It'd be greatly appreciated. And we gone.